everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Jaguars are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Seahawks offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. First carry now. This is Hill. Space to maneuver at the 40. There goes Jeremy Hill. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jeremy Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the rookie first-rounder from LSU. It's Leonard Fournette. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, now Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, they run with Hill. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And the wideout in motion. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jeremy Hill with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 99 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. On second down, Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And the back goes into motion. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And now a first down following that long gain. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. In motion is the tight end, Graham. They'll run on first down. Hill, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Hill to try again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Halfback sent in motion. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Size. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In motion now is Lee. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Second and 5. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Bortles going to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he is knocked down from the side at the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On first down, Bortles. And now look at him go. The 40. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual. For the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Bills have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On first down, Hill. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now a play fake. Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. A good pickup there, a 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right near the 39.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Bortles. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Bortles will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. In motion is the tight end, Graham. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. Bortles now on 1st down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And an alley to run. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And he knocks it through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Right back to Procise. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brady, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
There we go now. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles completes it to Lee. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And some space here. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the D gets the sack on 1st, and now it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Bortles, got to have this one. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 6, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Bortles now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
8 yards there on a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing now is Bortles. It's complete to Grant. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. Try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin the drive with Hill. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run into...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run on first down. Hill, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. And the back goes into motion. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. first down is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Bortles on the bootleg. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a play fake. Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Bortles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Hill. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Seahawks, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.